live. Yeah. Okay. This week live with not even here yet. Trying to even see who's in the audience. It's not letting me. This is the worst thing ever. No. Well, what's up?
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
Fine. I'm trying to get the audience on the screen. It's not letting me. It's very frustrating. I'll go over. No? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How do I sound? Is there an echo or anything?
No. Okay, I'm trying to get this to move. It's not letting me.
You're not live right now?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, better solution.
Do you ever think about maybe using headphones for yourself, or you don't like them?
What?
Do you ever think of maybe using headphones for yourself, or you don't like them?
Oh, no. You get in the way of the hat.
Ah, I never thought of that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's all right. Okay.
It's a good point.
I'm going.
So what'd you do today, Kenny?
Nothing much. We cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the crowd. All right. I see we have LED and AgroPox.
Oh, my goodness. The superstars.
Yeah, I'm live. All right, now I can go into my notes and
Sorry if it's noisy. I'm just fixing my mic.
is Thomas Daly. No, Amazon. That's your question.
Do you know that you can get headphones that won't interfere with your hat? Like,
Really? Oh, yeah. I have earbuds, but
you don't like them, eh?
then I have to bring the computer closer. It's the whole thing. Sorry. Prince Noob Sauce is here. All right.
All right. All right. All right.
Okay. Do you think that all women feel that they have magical pussy?
I don't think all women feel that way. I think there's probably a lot of women that are not happy with their vaginas. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's women that will have that sort of feeling like, oh, I have the best vagina and there's nothing like my vagina. But then I think there's probably just as many women that are kind of skeptical on the condition of their vagina. Like, is it adequate? Is it the right color? Is my labia too big? Does it smell right? Like, all of those things. You know what I mean?
I see Ryan A has posted his views. Yeah, Wireless One's you big douche.
Yeah, exactly. It just, there's kind of this echo a little bit from your end that sort of has like, it sounds like you're in a tunnel or something.
I can't hear it. Weird.
Well, no, yeah, that would make sense.
You're saying you and the audience hear it?
I think the audience hears it, but I'm not sure.
See, Brian
I can't see the chat right now.
They're saying that your magical pussy is unregistered.
Oh boy, is that against the law?
No.
Do I need to see an attorney?
Maybe find the magical pussy registry. See if you can register it. Brian, I don't work with Jim or Nam anymore. No one does.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Here we go already, eh?
He wants Jimmer to run my audio. And I'm like, no.
You know, it's actually, I mean, credit where it's due, right?
Yes. All right. Okay, going on to, are you a fan of magic itself?
I actually am. You know what? Years and years ago, probably about 10, no, actually it was like 18 years ago. Oh yeah, much further back than I thought. About 18 years ago. I think I won tickets. I don't remember how I got them, but I think I won them. Anyways, I had tickets for David Copperfield, right?
Ooh, best musician in the world.
And it was at a big, beautiful theater. So my son was really excited because he was way into magic. Like he was one of those like magic nerd kids. He couldn't get enough of magic. He wasn't too into sports. He was more into like fantasy stuff. So he was probably about four or five at the time. So they still believe in everything at that point, right? Like, you know, they think everything they see is real. And when we went to the theater, somebody, like a scout of some sort, was kind of walking around the crowd and going up to random people and giving them these orange binoculars. And so I didn't know what that was about, but eventually she came up to us and offered us these orange binoculars for my son to hold throughout the show and gave us better seats. Like the seats we had were okay. They weren't great, but she was like, your fourth row, yada, yada. So we're basically up front and center. And so we're really excited. And I guess the binoculars were for David Copperfield to see you in the crowd, to be able to pick you out. And he came and picked my son out of the crowd and brought him up on stage and made him a part of the like grand finale trick. And it was so incredible. I can't even describe the trick itself. I tried to go back afterward because you're not allowed to bring cameras or anything in. So I tried to go back afterward because I saw it on the news and to get a clip or something for my son to keep. And they wouldn't release it. I was really disappointed because my son would have, you know, that's kind of something that you'd want to have forever. Like he vaguely remembers it. He's in his 20s now. So he vaguely remembers being on stage with David Copperfield, but he doesn't remember exactly what happened. And it would be so cool to be able to see it again. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that's lost forever. But we did get an autograph and a beautiful book and all these little things. So it was pretty cool.
Jennifer has joined. She says hello.
Hey.
LED is also here. That's all.
So it's ladies' night.
In fact, David Copperfield got to be fooled by Penn and Teller.
Wait, what's that?
You ever watch Fool Us by Penn and Teller?
I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. Maybe a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, there's an airplane going over.
It's a weekly show that Penn and Teller hosts where musicians from around the world come to Vegas and try and fool them.
I think I saw that's been on. It's still on now, or it used to be on.
It's still on now, and there's a show this season where they picked Copperfield to be the judge, and Penn and Teller fooling him. It was on a card trick.
Oh wow!
They fooled him because it was a card trick. They didn't pick,
really.
It's kind of magic, make the Empire State Building disappear.
I remember.
Then they would have.
Sorry, Getty. Go ahead.
Then they would have not fooled him, but go ahead.
I remember for a while when David Blaine came out, I was really into David Blaine. I thought he was like the shit. And then it just got to be too much, like oversaturation of his tricks and bullshit. And I was like, okay, I'm done with you now.
Here we go. Here we go. Agropox making another judgment. That is because Penn and Teller are leagues better than a hack like Copperfield. David Copperfield.
Yeah, so I hear.
Hold on. Beetlejuice is also here.
Oh boy, it's getting wild.
All right, go down. All right, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite modern poets?
Favorite modern poets right now?
Jack Kerouac, Lou Reed, Morrison. Those are Patti Smith. Those are modern poets.
I like
Bob Dylan too.
Yeah, I like all of them, but more like right now, really modern poets. I like Olivia Gatwood. She's pretty cool.
I know who that is.
And there's another girl named Brenna Toohey. They're both pretty cool. They're kind of I guess they're sort of influenced by it's not like a heavy Me Too influence, but it's just I guess just sex in general, like modern sex and violence and all of that in general. It's sort of influenced by that. It's not like some women's lib bullshit. It's just kind of reality, really.
What's up? Maybe you could drop me a DM with their names. So
I will, for sure.
Remember that in like 20 minutes.
I will.
Anybody else? Anybody more famous?
I do like Jack Kerouac. I love Bob Dylan. I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan.
I like Kerouac. I like Dylan. They're pretty well.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like classic. You can always go back to that. But I mean, it's like anything that's old. You don't want to stay there. It's hard not to because it's cozy, but you want to kind of try to move on to things that are more recent, right?
True. Oh, did you know that I'm appearing on the Sam and Ross show this Wednesday?
I heard something about that. So what are you guys doing?
Pesci speech. So you have to read the Pesci speech from, you're a funny guy from that scene. Yeah. Hopefully you'll get somebody good to play Henry Hill.
Wait, isn't it Rax?
What?
Isn't it Rax that's doing the other character?
I have no idea.
I thought it was you and Rex doing it together.
I have no idea.
I think it is. You know who Rex is, right?
Is this a new Rex or the old Rex?
This is not like creepy Rex that everybody's nervous about. It's Rex from Sins. he calls Sands all the time. He's really political. He's a really cool guy. He's a really nice guy.
No, I kind of think Sands is a douchebag, so he kind of is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But no, Rex is a really nice guy. He's a good guy. I think you guys will get along.
All right. Well, they're having like a competition. Whoever does the Pesci routine the best wins. It's Wednesday.
Oh, I see. So you guys are reading the same lines, but it's a competition. I thought you guys were reading the scene together.
No, I don't know who's playing Henry Hill. I have no idea.
It
could be Ross.
I see.
It could be Sam Hill. I have no idea.
You know,
what?
It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like I tried to be really serious about Romeo and Juliet. I took it very seriously, and it just kind of fell apart. I lost my place. I think the biggest mistake that Sam and I made was we were reading off of two different, same script, but different sites. So it was kind of laid out differently for each of us. And I think that's what threw it off, because when I started laughing, whatever, I lost my place. And I couldn't find where he was because I wasn't looking at the same page he was. But I think we would have been able to pull it together if we were on exactly the same page. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, LED, I wish Weaver would call in also, but he's not going to.
Is he okay? Or I'm out of the loop with certain things. I'm out of the loop with a few things. I'm sort of in the loop with some stuff, but then I'm out of the loop with other things. So I don't know what happened to him.
He wanted to get away from all servers, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, he's better than that. He's evolved. He's elevated.
I guess so.
He's plateaued.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
We know, Ryan. Okay, moving on. What are your favorite time periods in music?
I want to say the 60s because I'm just a faggot stoner, but it's such an easy, it's a cop out, I guess. It's just obvious.
60s, Beatles.
I mean, but everybody, it's like the cliche. I love the 60s, man. But hey, I think
Motown.
If I have, no, yeah, I do like Motown. But
what isn't to love?
I love the 80s. I do love the 80s. And it sounds cheesy, but there's just like, there was that one small block of time during the 80s where music was really fucking good. And not that bubblegum horse shit, but like there was a good span of time in the 80s where it just, I don't know, when you hear it back now, it just takes you right back there. Like I can't be transplanted back to the 60s because I was never there.
Nobody likes O-Town.
Yeah, but I remember vividly, like when I hear certain songs from the 80s, it's like an instant flashback. So just for nostalgic reasons alone, I would say the 80s.
All right. Welcome to the program, Ian Ellis and Joe King. What up, fellas?
Hey.
All right. Moving on. Okay. You got any favorite sports legends and wrestlers? Notice I said and wrestlers because they're not really sports legends. No.
So I would have to say the Iron Sheik, just because of your impression of the Iron Sheik. It makes me
Thank you very much. Yes.
So happy. But outside of wrestling, I'm not really that into wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. But I'm a big soccer homo, and I'd say probably. Do you know any soccer? Do you know anything about soccer at all?
No, I've heard of Beckham. Don't really know anything else.
Yeah.
He is famous.
So there's a league called Juventus, and it's basically the best of the best go to Juventus, right? So people from Italy or England or whatever, right? And so he's the goalkeeper for Italy, and he was for a really long time. And then he retired, and now he's coming back, and I'm so excited. He's just so great. His name is Gianluigi Buffon, and if you find clips of him online, you can find clips of this guy, like montages of him saving different goals, and it is really unbelievable.
Is he worse than Hulk Hogan and Michael Jackson?
Yeah, exactly. But it's just it's beautiful to watch. And then there's a black guy that plays for Italy. I don't think he plays for Italy anymore. He used to. And he was from Africa and adopted by an Italian family, and his name's Mario Balotelli. And this guy is just incredible. He's famous. Yeah, he's amazing. And people used to throw bananas at him because he's black, right? So the Italians would throw bananas at him while he was playing, and he would act like an animal, like he would perform and, sort of carry on to egg them on. And they would throw bananas at him in return. It's pretty wild, but yeah, I love soccer.
Pretty outrageous. All right. Do you have any favorite brands and kinds of wine and liquor?
I really like the wine that I'm drinking right now. I posted it in the chat. It's Australian red wine. It's so good. But there's this other wine that a friend of mine used to give me because she worked for the vineyard. She worked for the winery, so she would get free wine all the time. And it's called Cupcake something or other. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, it's the best wine I've ever had, and I've had some pretty good wine, but it's by far the best wine.
Isn't the box
and I don't buy it because she'll give it to me, and I'll just drink it like a fucking degenerate fuckhead, and then it's gone again. So
is that the boxed kind?
It's definitely not in a box. I asked her if she could sort of switch it up a little bit for the upcoming holidays, maybe put it in a fancy box because, scumbags out there love their boxed wine, but she's like, I don't think so.
Any favorite kinds of liquor?
I don't really drink liquor. Like, it's just too much for me. I'm a long distance runner.
Okay. What are some of your favorite moments in pop culture history?
Oh, I'd say probably the complete and utter fail of the Me Too movement, I would say.
The Me Too movement has failed?
I mean, yeah, I think it's a total failure. I think it's just like it's just a sham now, right? Like it's sort of it's
really
like it's fallen in on itself because there's just too many situations that are being exaggerated and overplayed for the sake of personal gain.
Yeah. Anything else? I mean, pop culture's long history.
Oh, any other favorite moments you mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Probably, I think the creation of smartphones, I'd say, is I mean, it's been the most beneficial, really, at this point. And the most destructive, too, I guess, right?
Yeah. I like Howard Stern show. Arrival.
You like what?
The Howard Stern show.
Yeah, I like the Howard Stern show, too. I don't like it anymore, though. I'm totally over it. I don't know how, honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't know how anybody's watching it still. I really don't understand how anybody's watching it.
That's more.
I can't hear it. I can't listen to it. It's just, I can't do it. It was a time and place, and I feel like it's gone.
Yeah. You're saying. Also, the arrival of the British invasion, the Beatles, Stones, all that.
Absolutely. I agree.
That's a great moment in time.
I love the Beatles.
Carson. Johnny Carson's show.
I wasn't really into that very much. You're the same age as me, right, Kenny?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wasn't really into it. I guess maybe it's like, maybe it was an American thing because back then we had much less channels to play around with than we do now, right? Like I remember we had a TV box. Did you have a TV box?
I think so.
Like a huge box to change the channels on the TV. Except
hold on.
It was like this.
Canada didn't have like the standard American channels.
Back in the early 80s?
Yeah.
Maybe a couple. Maybe.
They didn't have like NBC or CBS.
I think so, but again, I mean, I was so young. I don't remember Johnny Carson that well. I remember more of Johnny Carson as I got older.
What about Letterman?
Yeah. Oh, I love David Letterman. That I would watch every night.
Letterman was good. Canadian channels.
Yeah, like we had SCTV and shit, right? You know SCTV, right?
SCTV is awesome. But we got SCTV in America. We did. It's on every Saturday.
Well, of course.
Yeah. All right. Do you have? Could you name some of your favorite movies? Oh yeah, somebody mentioned Kids in the Hall. Huge.
Kids in the Hall's the best.
It was huge. It was on.
Yeah.
It was on. Wasn't it on Fox or NBC? It was on NBC for like 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know. It was on our Canadian channels, but it still to this day blows my mind that so many people know about Kids in the Hall. People in the States. I can't believe it because for the longest time, and same with Degrassi, right? For the longest time, I felt like Kids in the Hall and Degrassi and stuff like that were kind of like our little secret. I didn't realize that everybody else did it too.
I've never heard of Degrassi. What is that?
Oh my God, Degrassi was the greatest like coming of age show in Canada. It was just, that's where Drake came from. Drake used to be on Degrassi, but those were the shitty years when Drake was on. When I was growing up, and I was
Sorry, I'm not a fan of the Drake thing. I'm not a fan of
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan either, but before Drake, when I was growing up and watching it as like a preteen and teenager, Degrassi was the best, the greatest. In fact, my kids watched it all over again. They love it. They're obsessed with Degrassi, and it's really old.
They're mentioning Kenny smokes Degrassi. Oh, like Kenny takes Manhattan and It was Saved by the Bell by Gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Canada does better underground music than pop.
I think so too, actually. I totally agree with that. The only thing I don't...
Rush is probably the only really good band that became popular that's from Canada.
Yeah, you don't like the Tragically Hip, eh?
I don't know if I've heard of Tragically Hip. I've heard.
Wow.
What's that?
They're huge. The Tragically Hip is like our greatest Canadian treasure, and I think they were on the Trailer Park Boys and everything.
I am not a fan of Celine Dion. Sorry.
Wow, that's okay. I'm not either. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, okay. Trying to think. Well, not a fan of Bare Naked Ladies either.
You know what? They were cool for a bit when I was in high school. They came out when I was in like grade 9, and they were like okay for a second there. It was kind of like novelty music, like, oh, this is kind of new and weird. And then very quickly it got old. It was like, ugh, enough with you.
So, isn't Tom Green from...
Tom Green is absolutely Canadian.
Tom Green's pretty funny.
He's great.
You see, the comedians are great, like Jim Carrey, Tom Green, Conan O'Brien, right? Martin Short, David Steinberg. So those people are great. Music, not so great. I mean, DOA. We also like DOA.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is Nickelback from Canada?
Oh.
What? What's wrong with Nickelback?
Amazing. No, I don't. Again, Nickelback. You know what it is
come on, Nickelback is pretty heavy, man.
No, you know what happened is we have a law here in Canada that says 15. I think it's 15% of our hourly music, like the music the radio station play every hour. 15% of it has to be Canadian music.
How much
because we're over. I don't know if you know this, but we're kind of oversaturated with American stuff. Like your culture is pretty much our culture.
Has to be Canadian music?
What's that?
Okay, on your radio, how much percent has to be Canadian?
15.
15. So
because of that, what happened in the 90s or early 2000s was Nickelback came out, which meant that that's all we fucking heard on every single channel was Nickelback.
So they're Canadian?
Yes, they're Canadian.
Hold on, they can get pretty heavy. Come on, Sammy Hagar likes Nickelback.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a meme though. Like Nickelback is a meme, and it's sort of one of those things where people say they like Nickelback just to be different and silly, and I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay, I have to quote the crowd. This is the Tom Green Show. It's not the Green Town Show. This is my favorite show. I like that show. It was fun.
Yeah. So good.
Well, I heard from my friend Jack. You know Jack, right? Which is never moving to Texas. Says it's too damn hot.
Oh, is he in Texas right now?
No. He lives in New York.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm coming to New York next week.
Now they're fighting. Creed is better than Nickelback. Or Nickelback is better than Creed.
Oh, that's a toss-up. It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, really, we're talking about like it's like a Bloods versus Crips thing now, kind of, right? It's exactly the same thing. It's just yours or ours.
But Nickelback is heavier than Creed. Yeah.
I guess.
I love Jesus and sluts. Okay. Okay, did you list your favorite movies?
Oh no, I totally zoned out there. Sorry, buddy. So I'd have to say The Godfather. Goodfellas, for sure. Goodfellas #1. Because I'll watch Goodfellas when I go to bed at night because I have it recorded on the TV, right? So just as like bedtime noise, I put Goodfellas on. That's my go to bed movie. And then The Godfather, definitely Scarface.
Scarface is very good. I'll be practicing the Pesci lines and writing them down.
Deer Hunter, Deer Hunter is
I love Deer Hunter.
Actually a really fucking solid movie.
It's a little long. Same thing with the
it is. It's a bit long, but you know what? It's a classic. It's just a great movie. I could go on forever. I wish I was more prepared because I really would have thought this out. I can't really even. It's like asking me my favorite kid. There's so many, and there's just so many different good things. I don't know. I would have really thought this over. These are all like just off the top of my head. But definitely, wait, before I forget, one of my favorite movies, and it's so gay, is Can't Buy Me Love. Have you seen that?
That's pretty good.
It's I don't know. I love it. I love that fucking movie. It's another one I can watch right after Goodfellas.
Okay, anybody that is in the audience that would like to join, you can join now. I won't even.
Oh shit! It's like what's that show that used to be on that dance show on BET? They open it up. They open the floor up. Everybody comes on. Soul Train. That's it.
Anybody that wants to join, you just join the Discord. Y'all, I'm glad why it's 8 o'clock. Travis is at work. You can't interfere.
Oh, is he at work right now? I thought he was sleeping.
He's at work.
What are you doing for the rest of the night, Kenny?
Nothing much. I was smoking another joint.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually about to watch Death Proof. Have you seen Death Proof, Kenny?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
What up, buddy?
How's your birthday going?
How's it going?
Happy birthday, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh, it's your birthday?
You drunk?
Yep.
Happy birthday.
I'm fucking hammered.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, the family just came. So it's kind of ill-timed. But yeah, I'm having a great fucking time.
Where did we leave off on the questions with you last time? Did I ask you your favorite movies?
Yeah, last time you asked me something about music genre, like my favorite poetry. Some shit like that. I don't know.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Probably Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay.
That's a really fucking good movie.
I don't know if I've seen that.
It's the Sergio Leone, fucking epic scenes. It does take a long fucking time, so you do have to sit down and actually be in the movie. But if you're in the movie while you're watching it, there's nothing better, in my opinion.
Did you guys see the new Tarantino movie?
No, I want to see it with my friend Reed.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I want to see it with my friend Reed, but I don't know what's white.
That's one with Bruce Lee, right?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, like, he's only in it for a couple minutes, but yeah. Leave it to the black guy. Leave it to the black guy to bring up Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I love Quentin, but that's the one thing that drew me to that movie. I was like, oh shit, Bruce Lee's gonna be in it?
God, it's catching a lot of shit, and I don't understand why, because it's such a good movie. It's just, I don't know. Quentin Tarantino movies are so beautiful. Like, they're just so artistically beautiful to watch that it doesn't matter what.
He's a dialogue slayer.
Yeah.
Any movie you watch, you hear the characters talk, and you actually believe that they're two people talking, rather than it's a movie and this is some sort of way to string a plot along.
I love
he's a genius.
Yeah, he really is. I love that he films in 35 millimeter. I love it. I think that's brilliant. And I think a lot of his movies are honestly best seen at the drive-in, because we watched it at the drive-in and I was fucking glued to the screen. Like, it was just, I was like, this shit is meant for the drive-in. It just is.
I haven't seen.
It's so much better.
I haven't seen the movie The Jacket with Adrian Brody. Heard it's good.
I don't think I've seen that.
I don't even know if I've heard of that one.
I do like him though. In the pianist.
I like Adrian Brody.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, you see the one where he was in like that Predator movie, and he played like the action star. That's some range right there.
Well, somebody
Yeah.
Because
saying
he's not even like
five.
built or anything. He's just badass.
Little skinny nerdy you guy.
I'm a badass dude. Fuck you guys.
Totally believable.
Keira Knightley's in it. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you guys could go back in time, see 5 bands and artists, who would they be?
Go ahead, Jay.
No.
Back in time, Sublime probably would be first. Definitely want to see them live. Not like in like a concert, but like in one of those shitty little dive clubs in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want to go to one of those. I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I want to see them again. So I guess I probably could see them again. Never mind. I'll take that off the list.
Okay, Nirvana would be one for me.
Yes.
Black Flag, yeah, another one. I'd follow them on tour. I would. Especially
I would love to
early
see
days.
the Doors.
Yeah, that's another one.
Definitely.
That's another one.
Sex Pistols.
Motorhead.
Yeah.
Motorhead.
Led Zeppelin would be great. The Beatles for sure.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin too.
No Led Zeppelin, but the Beatles for sure.
I wish I had ever seen Biggie, because he's great. I love Biggie.
No.
I can make a
It's a
million
little more
lists.
peaceful.
Do you have any favorite kinds of liquor, Joe? And wine?
Favorite kinds? I'm a rum man myself.
Rum.
I
like rum.
do love rum.
What's your
Jamaicans,
favorite rum?
Appleton rum. Appleton, Jamaican rum.
What?
Whatever. That's what I'm drinking now. Appleton's.
Okay.
It's some sort of Jamaican rum. It's fucking delicious.
Is it really tasty?
And I love it. And it's helping me along on my birthday. So shout out to Appleton's.
Shout out.
Are you going to be on the Sam and Ross show on Wednesday, Joe?
Yeah, I'll be there.
What's the topic that night? I'm sure it'll go swimming.
Yeah, I think we're talking about anal sex.
Yeah, but I'm doing the Pesci speech.
Yeah, that's right. You're doing the Pesci, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch of shit. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
It's usually fun on that show. But what I don't get is, why doesn't Sam just join the voice channel? Why does he call in?
It's his thing. He just lay off.
he just bought a mic, so he will be in the voice channel from now on.
I was about to say something.
All right, guys, I'm getting called in for my birthday speech.
Okay, have fun. Happy birthday.
Thanks for stopping by, Joe.
Right.
I'll see you Wednesday night, if not before that.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.
Take it easy.
Happy birthday. People up. Okay. I'll bring the puppets. They've been requested, I guess.
Wait, what?
Make a small appearance. How's it going, everybody? Get on the ground.
I can't watch it.
What?
I can't see you.
How's it going, everybody? What's happening? It's Jim the puppet. What's up? It's hard to get my hand up here. It really is.
That's what she said.
I'm trying to get it up here. Here. All right. Really hard to get this in front of the screen. All right, here's the puppet. How's it going, everybody? Okay. You have to do an angle. Jesus. Shut up, bitch.
You should make wrestling puppets, like actual wrestlers with their little costumes.
That arm's getting on tired. Hello, this is Mike, the gay puppet. What outfit are you wearing today? Hello, I'm talking to you. Hello.
What are their names? Do they have actual names, or it's just the gay puppet?
Jesus. I have Mike and Jim. Jesus.
Mike and Jim.
Yes.
Like any reason why? Just generic white guy names, or?
Those are just the names. All right. They're making out. So the full they make out. They're making out. Because since they're making out, does this mean I'm close to making out with your pussy? Shut the fuck All right. That's your puppet show, everybody. It's almost time for the end of the show anyways.
Yeah, I should go. I'm going to fire up the projector. We're going to watch a movie outside.
Which movie now? Okay.
Death Proof.
Oh, wow. I love that movie.
Yeah, man. On the projector outside.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining, Cynthia and Joe.
Thank you so much, Kenny.
And everybody in the
Have a
audience.
great night. Yes, thank you, everybody.
Be well, everyone. And I could do a voice chat after thing next if anybody wants to be here for that.
There you go. After party.
All right. Have a good movie.
Take it easy.
All right.